Welcome. Welcome to our first midweek meditation of 2022. Just take a moment to settle in. Hey Lise. So nice to see you. Morning. Take a moment to settle in and hey Lucy. And don't overthink the way that you're going to set yourself up for this practice. I always think it's more important to be really super comfy than it is to be sitting in a very, traditional meditations posture. So just take your time. You can sit on the floor on a cushion just like I am, or on a chair, on the edge of the bed, whatever space you have around you, you can just utilise it. What I really want you to think about today is being able to feel the earth beneath you. So when I say earth, I really mean just being able to feel grounded in the way that you are sitting. Whether that's in a chair, on the floor, on your bed. You can have the back supported, you can sit upright. Whatever feels right for your body today in this moment is going to be perfect for you and this mindfulness meditation that I guide you through today. So as you're settling in, feel free to just wriggle around and just feel into your body a little bit. It can be really nice to just have a little bit of a roll of the shoulders, a roll through the spine before you commit to the way that you're going to sit. And if throughout this practice at any point you feel called to move, I encourage you to go with that, but with a sense of mindfulness. Is it the mind just trying to distract you from your practice? Or is the body telling you, I'm getting pins and needles, or I need to move? So allowing whatever comes to arise with a sense of awareness. And when you feel ready, I invite you to shut the eyes, but if that doesn't feel good for you, for some people closing the eyes isn't right, you can just take the gaze down towards the earth. And whatever you've chosen, eyes open or eyes closed, find a little drop of the chin. It's like a centimetre drop of the chin down towards the chest. And you'll notice the back of the neck begin to lengthen. As the back of the neck lengthens, on your next inhale, grow a little taller through the spine. As you find that length in the spine, I'd like you to bring your awareness to the breath. No need to change anything about the way that you're breathing right now. You might find, though, that the moment you pay your breath any sort of attention, it starts to morph into something slightly different. So just acknowledge that if that's happened for you today. Maybe it starts to become a little deeper. Maybe it doesn't. Awareness is at the breath. Following the path of the inhale and the exhale. The breath is any length, any depth. As you breathe here, bring the awareness to the crown of the head. Find a sense of softness in the crown of the head. A softening of the scalp. a softening of the forehead, the brow. Soften the eyes. Can you let the eyes just relax a little bit into their sockets? Allow the cheeks to soften. Let that softness travel down now into the jaw. Relax the jaw. If the teeth are together, let the teeth part. Lower jaw drops a little away from the upper jaw. And stay with this sensation around the jaw for a moment. Continuing perhaps to soften into that space, the tongue, the roof of the mouth as you breathe. Remember this feeling in the jaw, in the tongue, in the roof of the mouth as something you might come back to today. We walk around with very tight jaws. We hold a lot of tension there. Allow that sense of softness now to travel down into the throat. Relax the space around the voice box. We tend to hold a lot of tension there too. On your next exhale, soften the shoulders and the chest. Maybe a couple of mouth open exhales happen here. They might even be a little audible. Soften the arms. Bring the awareness now to the front of the body. To the abdomen, the lower belly, the inner thighs. See if you can relax all of that space in the front of the body. Perhaps noticing a slight sense of relief as that part of you softens. Maybe even a deeper sense of grounding as the inner thighs let go. Maybe the legs get a little heavier now. The awareness is dancing now between the breath and keeping the body in this sense of softness, in a place of relaxation. Allow the breath to be whatever it wants to be in this moment. Perhaps noticing the parts of the body that are affected by the breath, the chest, shoulders, back. Has anything else changed since noticing which parts of the body are affected by the breath? Maybe the belly's tightened up a little. Can you soften that again? And perhaps this time, as the belly softens, you might draw the breath just a little deeper. Maybe the breath becomes a little fuller, a little longer. Maybe it doesn't. There's no right or wrong length to the breath. Perhaps you notice that the mind is active. And if it is, that's okay. The aim of meditation is to not so much quiet the mind or stop thinking, it's to allow yourself to be with the thoughts without attaching, without going into a story, but just allowing it to rise and move through you. And if the thought doesn't move through, use the breath to create a little bit of distance between you and the thought. It's like a little buffer that gives us the permission to not engage with what's happening in the mind. Is there anywhere in your body that you could soften, you could release? Maybe it's the inner thighs again, or the belly, or the shoulders. As we breathe here together, can you bring a sense of joy, of enjoyment to this very simple process of breathing? Savouring each breath. Being with each breath from the moment the inhale begins. Noticing the moment where the inhale turns into the exhale. Being with the moment where the exhale turns into the inhale. Being fully present. On your next exhale, let your awareness drop down to the earth. Feel your body resting on the earth. Notice everything that is touching the earth, the sit bones, maybe soles of feet, perhaps the lower legs. Bringing the awareness back into the now. Give your thighs a little bit of a squeeze. I invite you now to unite the palms at the heart center and bow the head. Bowing the head to your practice and to yourself. Thank yourself here, offer yourself gratitude for taking this time out of your morning to breathe, to meditate. Thank you all for practicing with me. I hope you have a beautiful day. I've got a couple of things to mention. As of next week, we're going to be practicing at 8 a.m. rather than 8:30. And I've got a couple of really beautiful events coming up. An intention setting, 90-minute restorative practice, so super gentle, which is perfect for this time of year. So just diving into your needs and desires for the year and perhaps setting some intentions around them. And a women's circle. So the women's circle is on the 30th of January. And the intention setting practice is on the 20th of January. There's more info on my feed and on my stories at the moment, so I will post that up again soon. And get in touch if you're interested in joining either of those. Have a really gorgeous day. Can't wait to see some of you really, really soon. Mwah. Lots of love.